feel threatened, maybe like someone's following you, you can call for help by taking out your phone, opening the phone app, dialing 911. But let's say you need to do it a lot quicker. Maybe you don't want them knowing that you're calling for help. Most people don't know that you can call 911 from an iPhone without touching the screen. You simply press the on-off button, the one on the right side of the phone, 5 times quickly. It's going to do 2 things: sound an alarm and call 911. Depending on which iPhone you have, you may be asked to drag a slider to make the SOS call. But with the new iPhones, the 8, 8 Plus, or X, it'll place the call automatically to the nearest 911 call center based on your phone's GPS. It will also share your phone's location. After calling 911, the phone will then send a text message to your emergency contacts. They'll see that you've called for help and your exact location. Now, you may want to set up your emergency contacts. You can do that in the Health app under Medical ID, Settings, Emergency SOS. You open the Health app and then tap Edit to add names and phone numbers from your contact list. Yeah, this is something you will probably never need, but it's still a good idea to get it set up on your phone for safety.
Over quickly some new features for iOS 17, the newest operating system for your iPhone. There's made some really nice changes. It's a fairly big update. Again, it's moving closer to what you see on your Mac. Apple is trying to merge the two experiences. So you can do some things like customizing your screen. So when people call you, you can choose which photo they want to see. You can send a call to voicemail and it will transcribe it in real time for you. So you know if it's somebody you really want to talk to. Your message apps are now in one place. You can even check in and to let your spouse or significant other know that you've arrived safely. There are some things that you can do as search as swiping right to reply to text messages. You can share your location with your family. If you'd like to use, and this is particularly if you have kids and stuff, they have a lot of new stickers and a lot of new emojis that you can use on your phone to liven up your messages. FaceTime has gone a few things. You can record a video message now if somebody misses your FaceTime call, so you can leave them a video voicemail. There are some things that you can do now with the camera, such as raising your hands and creating some nice backgrounds. Standby is really nice. I've used it before. You turn your iPhone on the side, and basically, as long as it's plugged in, it can become an alarm clock or show pictures or whatever you want. So it's really nice if you're traveling. Siri now is just Siri rather than Hey Siri. They've got some widgets that you can put on your phone, such as your time and temperature, and control a lot more things from just on your screen. AirDrop has undergone a lot of things. AirDrop is Apple's method of sending messages and photos and information wirelessly between two iPhones. So you can basically just touch the two phones together and you can share like your contact information with another person. You get to choose what you share, like the phone number or an email or whatever information or a photo. It's really nice. I've tried it. AirDrop, it transfers even if you set your phone down and walk away for a minute. So if you're sending a lot of information, you can then share play, which is if you're again for younger people, if you want to touch the phones, you can watch the same videos and those kind of things. Journal. A lot of people like to write about their daily experiences. It's coming out later this fall, but it's a really nice way to share your experiences. We're finally making some corrections to autocorrect. If you know it tries to put in your information now, it will show it to you. It's a lot more predictive. It learns how you type and what you're going to say, and you can just tap the space bar if you want to. It'll put in entire sentences or words for you. So it's a lot more predictive. Safari allows you to do a work and a home profile so that you don't get the two mixed up. It gives you faster results. Password and passkey sharing is really nice. My wife and I do that. Basically, you can for accounts that you share, you can have a shared email account and share it between the two of them. And every time that you make a change to the password, it will also notify the other person and make a change on their screen. Auto fill-in verification codes are now automatically put in. So if you go to somewhere like Amazon, for instance, and they want to send you a verification password, not only fills it in, but it then will erase the code for you, so you don't have to go back and erase it yourself. They've added some things to music, so that, for instance, if you have CarPlay and you have kids in the car, you can let them put a few of their songs on at the same time and sort of share the CarPlay experience. Again, we talked about AirPlay. It learns your AirPlay preferences. It's even supported in hotels. So if you travel, now you're going to be able to scan a QR code and put your videos or movies from your phone onto your TV in the room. AirPods have gotten the new AirPod Pro. If none of you have it, it's really nice. It will let you blend sounds, and you can wear it and you can hear conversation, and it's more interactive. So those things are really nice. There's a press mute and unmute buttons on the iPods now. Maps have the ability to download them and use them off line. So if you're going somewhere and you're not going to have access to internet, you can download the maps and they will show up just like you do. If you have an electric vehicle, you can put on your map and you can see real-time charging stations along your map. We talked about Siri. It's just Siri, not Hey Siri. Spotlight gives you a little quicker searches now. Visual lookup, I really like this, and we're going to talk about it a little bit more, but even in photos or videos, it will you can click on a dish or a location or something, and it will look up information about that and give you recipes or tell you more about the animal or the location you're in. So it's really nice to see. They've done some health update apps. We're going to talk about that just a little bit. Privacy and security. They let you put things on your kids' phones, for instance, to control things that they might see online, and they're giving you more control over what you share. So there's a few things. We're going to talk a little bit about some accessibility changes. Notes has a couple of new things on it that will allow you to mark up PDFs online and then store them right into your notes. Find My, as we talked about, you can share air tags, and it will give you step-by-step directions of where something is, including the distance to a device. If you happen to lose your phone or your AirPods or your keys, if you have an AirPod attached to it, it will point an arrow in the direction that it's in and tell you how many feet away from it is. Trust me, if you travel at all, get an air tag and throw it in your luggage, and you won't have to worry about losing your luggage anymore. Apple News, if anybody subscribes to it, they now have crossword puzzles there. So you can do your crossword puzzles. And Apple ID, now you can use any phone number or address, email address to sign into your account. Bar, you'll see the search bar is at the bottom of the screen, and it will disappear when you swipe it down. Uh, Unless you open up tabs and switch through, and as you can see on this screen, it's also can customize your start page. Talk briefly about Mac Watch OS 10, which is the newest operating system for those of you who have an Apple Watch. It's compatible with everything from a Apple Watch 4 on. A lot of updates on here. You're going to notice that it's very close to what you're seeing on your iPhone. It's all about the experience. They've added some new apps. If you have one of the newer watches, it's now got a little bit bigger screen on it. Really beautiful colors. They've got Smart Stack that they've added, which lets you put your widgets. So, for instance, if things like your exercise app and news and those kind of things, you just turn the crown and it will scroll through any open apps that you have. You can activate the control center by pressing the side button at any time. They've got some really new watch faces that are really nice, and the watch is perfect for exercising. So if you use cycling, if you like to ride your bike on the green belts, for instance, you can access a cycling app that'll show how fast you're going and your route just by touching it. It's a new widget that's on there. I'll also show you how long you can keep up a speed. It'll give you all the information about your workouts. If you like to walk on the green belts, it's got some really new views in the Compass app. It shows you where you are on the green belts. A lot of information about trails and those kind of things. You can even download a map and put it on your watch. For instance, if you want to go to a state park somewhere and walk, it's really nice. It'll tell you how high you are. It's got some nice things on there about your mental health. Kind of gives you some insights into how your mood is. One nice thing that I like, it's now got a new app on there that tells you how much time you spend out in the daylight. So it measures the ambient light that you're on there. So if you're in the house all the time, it reminds you need to go outside and go into the sun. They've got a lot of workouts on there if you like that. Some new things about if you want to share your contact with a new friend and you have your watches, you can just touch the two watches together and it'll give them your contact information. They have offline maps and a medication reminder for those of us who take medicine. You can put your medicine in there and it will remind you to take it, and you have to log each pill in so that you can you know that you've taken it. I'm going to show you how to do a check for afibrillation and see if your heart's in sinus rhythm on your Apple Watch. So you open up your apps, you go to ECG on your phone, and it'll tell you when it's ready to start taking it. You hold your finger on the crown for 30 seconds, and as you can see, it's checking my heartbeat. Basically a single lead ECG. And this will tell you at the end if your heart's in sinus rhythm and if you're having any AFib problems. I've checked it on people who actually have AFib, and it shows up right away when I've tried to do it. It's really quick. And when you get done, it'll tell you. It'll also send you a text. So you're in sinus rhythm, everything is fine. You also get a notification on your phone and ask you how you feel. Your Apple Watch is waterproof up to 100 feet, but don't try it because it may not work. But if you do go into water, you want to set the water drop to lock your watch. You swipe up from the bottom, and you're going to see a little water drop among the icons. You touch that water drop, give it a second, and you'll see the water drop appear at the top of your watch. When you come out of the water, your watch is locked. It won't do anything. It doesn't respond to anything. So you touch the digital crown, which is a round button on the side, and you start turning it either direction, and it will unlock. What it does is play a sound and clear the speakers out. Now your watch will work again. You can do things with it.